I wanted to come on and talk about the Jack Smith testimony a little bit more. That is a fascinating thing to watch. I mean, probably isn't for everyone, but some of it, I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening. Like, it's boggling in a way. The fact that we have, or Jack Smith has, a literal phone message of Trump asking someone to find 11,000 votes. Like, we don't have to be doing any of this. This is just a show. And why on earth would Republicans want to do this to themselves? It's comical in a way, because it's like, you guys are the ones that allowed for this, and now I've heard Jim Jordan say objection about 50 times. And they kept talking about these phone records, and the Republicans are trying to distract with the phone records, and all it is it's those phone records that show when a call was made, the phone numbers that are involved, and then the duration of the call. And the Republicans are all up in arms about it. How dare you do this without telling us? Why do you have to be so secretive? He's not looking at text messages. He's not looking at any data. It's literally phone numbers. So why do you keep coming back to this? Do you even know how dumb you look? But the thing is, their supporters don't know any better. They're not listening to that part of it. They're not taking that in. They're just like, oh my God, they got their phone records. How dare they? It's almost funny, except that this is our lives. And the Republicans are just such a joke. And they're so just fucking hateful. And they're liars. And that was the hardest part of trying to sit through that testimony, was listening to the Republicans speak. Like, I want to choke every single one of them. I would do some serious damage to Jim Jordan in a boxing ring, just out of sheer rage. But what I was reading online was that, I mean, obviously I watched it and I'm like, okay, well, this is case closed. But then all the Trump people, the MAGA people, are like, yeah, we won. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you know, it's like watching a basketball game. That's what it was yesterday, or watching a sporting event. You can tell how the game is going. And so I think they're smarter than that, but like, damn it, they're just clinging to anything they can to try and, I don't know what they're trying to save. You know, what's worth saving? Their lives are all shit now. They know that. Everything's more expensive. The world is not in a good place. And it's getting darker by the day. And we're not safe. And we're spending a shit ton of money. $2 trillion we've added to the deficit, by the way, for these ICE raids. And I don't want to get off topic, but that's a lot of money. The T makes a big difference. The M, the B, and the T. You got to pay attention to all that stuff. The other thing that came up in that hearing was Jim Jordan accusing Jack Smith of, you spent $35 million to talk to these informants. And I'm sure it's a process and it's part of it. But like, bitch, Trump just sent $40 billion to Argentina. So you need to just knock it down a little.